Week number 13, week 1-3. And you find out that we have better method to see the meetings now. We are, you don't have to ask for any permission, which is awesome. Okay, and let me show you real quick this part. So if you click in this week number 13, I thought I was sharing my screen, but no. Feel free to say what you think or any comment that you have, or write it on the chat, or just talk. Feel free to say your opinion. If you want to say it in your own language, say it. So today we can, because it's cross-cultural. So we can hear another languages that we don't know. Okay, so week 13, cross-cultural leadership and diversity. That's the topic for today. So when we say cross-cultural, what is that? It's focused in dealing with different cultures or backgrounds, but there is something you will hear that is called the global. Somebody wanna say, Caroline, give me your voice.
Hi, Professor. I actually have a question. It's been haunting me for years, and I think you can answer me. So let's say that I am Brazilian, so I speak Portuguese, and I work in a company, and I work with another person that is Brazilian as well. This person also speaks Portuguese. Is it polite me talk in my language with this person in the group, like while everybody else is talking English? Is it considered rude if I do that?
Thank you, Caroline, for this great question. I'm gonna give you the official answer that I can. It's the people don't see it right. In general, if we speak a different language in front of others that don't understand, officially is not polite. Yes. But
Okay.
okay, Caroline, don't worry. So, but my opinion, this is nothing. It's part of the culture. Like if you speak, of course, you speak Portuguese with Larissa. I speak Portuguese too. So, what about if you're speaking in front of me? I mean, my opinion is not a problem, but actually, I enjoy because you're speaking in a different language, and I enjoy it, even if I don't get anything. But officially, it's considered as kind of rude. No, maybe the words I'm using are kind of tough, but it's considered like some people don't like it. Some people
Gotcha.
they
Thank
doesn't
you.
feel welcome.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, I don't feel it's like a offense. If you start, some of you are speaking, I hear you talking Hindi or Urdu and you speak, and I'm so happy and enjoy sometimes. And actually, and this is I have to stop recording to speak about all of that. Okay, I'm gonna tell you some nice stuff, but later, right? But yes, we yes, yes. But I have my observation on that. But I know you have many opinions on this. My people here, I know they have many things to say, but I think they won't stay. Somebody want to say something about the languages? Speaking languages, different languages. Tell me. I know you have scary stories about that or funny stories. I have plenty. So okay, one of the assignment today. I'm gonna put I'm gonna stop this one, but we're gonna keep in a few minutes with that. So here in this week, based in chapter 13, in your opinion, what leaders can do to avoid stereotyping and its consequence? And I know Caroline did that one. I think she did it already. So the one, chapter 13, cross-cultural leadership and diversity, it's a case study. I'm going to click in the first one. Based in chapter 7, in your opinion, what leaders can do to avoid stereotyping? It's just to answer this. It's a discussion. So I don't going to show you more. You just answer and like some of you did it, but I haven't checked. Okay, so some of you don't have your grades. Have me patient. Remember, discussion are the most challenging to verify, but I'm doing my best to give your grades quickly. And then we have another activity. It's so simple. Chapter 13, cross-cultural leadership and diversity. We read this paragraph. It's not too long. It's talking about a situation with Laura. Laura graduates already from the university and she finds a job. And she's, doing good job. And she noticed for several reasons she was not growing properly. The company where she was working is too traditional. It's traditional, and gentlemen have better opportunity. That's what she feel. So what happened here? You will give your advice as expert in administration about the situation with Laura. So just read these three questions. What form of gender discrimination Laura experienced, in your opinion? What could Laura have done to overcome in the obstacle? And what the president have you consider he had he must do in order to take care of the situation of Laura? Why? Because Laura resigned. Laura left the company at the end because she was thinking she wasn't growing. Something we call glass sailing, no gas, like it says there, glass with L. So glass sailing means when it's a term that is using is referring to somebody that cannot grow anymore because have a sailing in the head that don't let the person grow in a professional area in a certain company. So that's what happened here. And you're going to say what you think. Your opinion is if it's nothing like if you are agree or disagree or you will do the things different, Caroline will do different than Gulchan or Larissa or any of you. It doesn't matter because it's your own perspective. So feel free to say what you think and analyze the situation. And just 3 questions. You are tired of answering questions like this in the class. The only little observation that I have for you is not everybody, like almost nobody, but sometimes I have some students that need to give me a little bit more of thinking, not one little sentence with 3 words, not enough. So try to develop at least a paragraph that I can see, okay, he or she makes some thinking, some analysis, and that's it. It doesn't require a long dissertation. It's just 1 paragraph, 5 sentences that I can see that you put some effort. But I don't have this problem with you. Majority, like 95% of the students, you give me usually good answers and I can see you put your effort, which is perfect. So that's it. That's what we're gonna do. Answer this question in the discussion, and these 3 questions with the case study for Laura, and you are done. If you don't send it today, you will have horrible problem. No, this is not true. If you don't send it today, it's not a problem. Just send it. Send it because the semester is almost over. And remember, 21st, the system, boom, close. So don't wait. Don't wait too long. Don't wait too long. Actually, you can do it with me now because we are speaking part of the answers of this. Remember, Laura experimented, in my opinion, some discrimination. Let's say she feel that she experienced discrimination because she noticed some other, people was having different opportunities. That was her perception. But sometime later, she was frustrated. She resigned and she put her own company. So this is a happy ending here. She created her own business. That's my aspiration for all of you, that you create your own business. All of you. Because this is the best way to grow. When you create your own project, you can serve and you can grow as individual, high level, even if you have a regular job, right? But this is my opinion again. Karin Yusuf, tell
Yes,
me.
ma'am. Ma'am, the activity 14 is going to be the final activity.
The 15. 1-5. 15 is the final.
But on the portal there is no 15 activity, ma'am.
So if you don't have it, that means that you will be free like a bird. I'm gonna see. But probably that's something weird because I usually make 15. But if there is nothing, I don't gonna make you do anything else. It's still gonna be done. But
It's
let's
on 14. Final activity. 14 is final activity.
14 is final, so that means I didn't create nothing. But I don't gonna do anything, so don't worry. Yeah, this is the final one. Yeah. So you don't have in 15, I didn't put you anything to do. So yes, you're free like a bird.
Okay, ma'am.
You're free like a bird on the activity 15. So
No, no,
yes.
no. I'm not leaving the class. I already submitted the assignment.
Yes, you can know it's okay. I don't
Okay.
wanna punish anybody for this. It's okay.
Okay.
If you have to do your stuff. I'm just kidding. But anyway, now you know. Now you know that you have a relief, which is okay. I don't wanna make you do nothing more. You did a lot. Well, you always can do more because you are too smart. So in the week 14, it's chapter 14, developing leadership skill, final activity. Sorry. Okay, so this is the final activity. It's so easy answering this question. And that's it. We don't gonna do multiple choice. It's talking about training programs, learning, training, a special assignment. If you wanna take a picture, but you can open every time. It's no big deal. I think it's not, but if you wanna take a picture now, you can.
Professor, I have a request. The every test has one-time option. Can you increase the
Yes,
time,
we can.
please,
Yes.
Professor? Thank
Yes.
you.
You're welcome. But remember, this is a question answering. You don't have to do, you can do, answer the question and you're done.
Yes, Professor. Sometimes we unfortunately we submitted and we realize we can do better. That's
You
why
see?
if we have options, we can do.
Yes. Which one you want to reopen? Which one?
Um, if you do like 12, 13, and 14, like one more time, that will be best.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor.
You don't ask nothing. You are humble. Yes. 12, 13, and 14. Okay. Asking too much, but I know you are asking because yes, you want your holidays. Yes. Let's do this because so everybody know what we have left. It's just 2 activity left, and you're gonna be free like a bird of this class. And this is everything. So thank you, Karim Yusuf, for explaining, Larissa and Mohamed Al Mamoun for your contributions. Let's keep going real quick here. So I explain you what to do here in the activity 13, and that's it. So you always know that cross-cultural, we impacted. Somebody want to say something? Tell me, Caroline.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No,
I
it's okay. That's
just
what
wanted.
makes the class better. Tell me.
Thank you. It's actually a question about the grades. When will you be updating our participation?
Yes. Give me until this weekend. This weekend.
Okay, sure. No, I was just curious. That's all.
Yes, I was thinking on that because the semester is almost over, and I know you wanna see everything before the semester is over. So yes, I will work for you someday on this, and I expect to have all the participation for all the courses.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
you're welcome. That's something I have in my mind. Yes, to do. Okay, so when we are speaking about the cross-cultural leadership, it's because the several, people with different backgrounds that we have to deal in organizations. Okay, that's in general. In general, the reason, right? So let me go to this one. This is the summary of the chapter. That's why. Okay, so when we are speaking about the global leadership, think about these companies that are located in different part of the world. So that's the reason why we are talking about global leadership. But cross-cultural can happen in any kind of situation, even if the corporation is not global. We can have considering also this country which have a diversity of backgrounds and cultures, we can see this challenge for all of us dealing with different cultures. If you have stories on that or something that happened to you regarding the difference of the cultures, you can share your experience. Okay, so most of the research are or discuss about how the leadership is impacted on taking in consideration our culture. Some of us, we will be more participative, means taking in consideration the others, or maybe some of us will be more autocratic. I say what I say and that's it, depending our own background, the culture that we have, the power distance. We mentioned that in other opportunities. I remember, if you see the research in this lesson, you will notice that countries, Hispanic countries, he will say, are more focused in the power distance, like distance between the leader and the follower. So this kind of cultures impact, like we say, impact in the behavior of the leader and the follower. How do you see? Individualism, another good factor to mention, individualism. I can say, almost all of us, in generalizing, right? All of us we grow in more collectivistic society. Uh, in the United States of America, is different, more focused in the individualism. It doesn't mean that there is something wrong with that. It's just the way the people see the environment is just different. So everybody, every time, my advice for you and for me too, every time we want to make assumptions, stereotyping, judging people, or all of these kind of things that we do sometimes without purpose, right? Think about the background of these people, why they do this. For example, sometimes I face some challenges in the professional area with people with different cultures. I say to myself, look, this person, for example, is a mature gentleman. They come from a more traditional culture. So all of these things made me take a breath and say, okay, let's take it easy because it's not easy to deal with, people from all over the place, like they say here. But a lot of patience. And let me tell you this funny story that I have like 1 hour ago. 1 hour ago. So I had this customer asking me for, that I have my small business, right? So I had this customer asking me for know me in person because they want some workshop for the children, etc., etc. So I was a little bit overwhelmed because long story, right? So and also I have to give you the class, and every time I have to give the class, it's not like it needs some preparation, right? And plus, I am with 2 boys, 2 teenagers, long story, right? So I say, okay, let me stop everything because the customer want to meet and it's a new customer. So let me take it easy, relax. Okay, I'm gonna be the best guest ever. All of this. That was 1 hour ago. Okay, all of this story happened 1 hour ago. So a little bit more, maybe 1 hour and a half, right? So anyway, long story. The customer is Hispanic, right? Like me, from another country, but Hispanic, right? So she just called and say, I'm 5 minutes from there. And I can't see you or whatever. So, cultural difference again, because maybe in cultures like yours, maybe you won't do that, maybe yes, maybe no. But in here in this country, natives from the United States never, they will never, I don't think so. This is my assumption, again, stereotyping, right? But the culture here is different. They won't show up like 5 minutes in advance, tell you, I'm here, let me know you. At the end, we never make the meeting. I never see the customer because she was in my door and she never knocked, and I was doing many things because she called it. So I was preparing 300 things running. I never saw the phone. She was calling. Long story. Once I noticed, she left. I can tell you this is kind of a story of cultural difference because many things happen in this case study. The customer called without advance. I accepted to see the customer. I left the phone in another place. I start to run because she called. So several things happen here that make the story was not successful, let's say, in other words. It was not the best I want because at the end I didn't see the customer. I run like crazy and nothing happened. Just learning, right? Which is good. But yeah, this is a funny story, like so fresh 1 hour and a half ago that I had with a customer. And those kind of things, I know you have many stories that you can give me about how you deal with all of these differences in the cultures, right? So anyway, we can stay forever here, right? Saying many, many stories, but if you have one you want to share or put it on the chat, say it. If you have advice for me, give me too. So, and taking in consideration all of these difference, I mentioned you this before, GLOVE project, Global Leadership and Organization Behavior Effectiveness. What is that? Research. It's a research that have been done explaining the difference between the leadership behavior in several countries. They use 250 researchers to do this, and many countries involved. I show you this, I know, and I show you the table with all the countries and everything. You forgot, but you saw it. You forgot. But the only thing I want that you have in your brain is that this study, GLOW, look the difference between the leaders around the world. Period. Yeah, something to you to keep in your mind, right? Somebody wanna say something? Say it. Feel free. You make the class better, easy, faster when you say something. Gender and leadership. This is for you. I made all of this information for you, so use it. And you can take a picture of this because this gender and leadership help you to answer the case study for Laura. So sex-based discrimination, that's what Laura had in this case study. So you can use this for answering your question, okay? And you can see here some theories. It's not proven that the ladies are better or worse, or the gentlemen are better or worse. No, it's just that everybody have different characteristics, and there are some studies that show some abilities that are more common in one gender than in another. But we don't gonna give color to that. Because how I can say, as soon as we keep with this program saying that the women don't have their opportunities, men don't do this, that. No, it's not a competition. It's not fighting. Everybody have different talents, and if you focus on that, and you're gonna serve and make better. It doesn't matter your gender, it doesn't matter your accent, it doesn't matter the country that you were, that you come. It doesn't matter if you have this status or the other. I know you are thinking, she say this is easy, but it's not easy. I'm gonna put Karim in mute.
Hello.
Yes, hello. So anyway, but people, again, as soon as we stop to give color to this, I think the world will be better. Because if other people have success in their area, that's all we need to know. You know, gentlemen, ladies, and we know that the roles, and we know the many things that happen, but again, use this power that you have in your favor. Know the opposite. Okay, know the opposite. And the same for every other preference or characteristic that you observe. At the end, we are humans, right? And we are made with love for each other. So why to keep looking if you like green, blue, or whatever color or whatever theme? So this, what you see on the screen, this is the explanation from Glass Sailing and Glass Cliff. Glass Cliff, what is that? Glass Sailing, remember, is what I was telling you, like you have a something that stop you to grow. For example, you can say, oh, because I'm from overseas, I don't grow in this company. Oh, because I'm this gender or the other gender. That's things that people feel sometimes, right? But the glass cliff it's another conception that we have when they gave us positions that are very challenging. Okay, because this person is from another country, let's give him or her this, so it's okay. He or she won't complain because she deal with that or he deal with that. So what is that? Giving you a challenge that maybe somebody else won't take, but you take it because you have the need. Let's put it simple. So that's what happened in the case study. So that's what I'm telling. Look at this or take a picture, because you can use this information to help you with your case study or any other thing. So this is what it's mentioning in the research with gender difference, still saying that in some cases, some genders don't find opportunities, things like that. But you know what? I tell you this story many times. I used to put in my mind many stories on this, because my accent, because the woman, because I'm single mother, because I'm divorced, because this. stop. Those are things that we put in our mind. Okay, so don't block your mind with this trash because you are overseas. No, or you or my accent or any other trash. Limits that we put in our mind. So, guidelines for managing diversity. How? We can make this better. How? Encourage tolerance and appreciation. If you have something to say about this, like I was telling you in my personal life, I take a breath and I say, this person maybe have been going through many things, right? Some compassion for the others. Let's have compassion from others because we made the life better when we, for example, I don't know, let's say that when you start the class, I know sometimes you're frustrated. Some of you want to leave because you're far away, you cannot drive, for example, right? Instead of having this fighting with you, compassion, I understand you. I have been in these positions. I have been with 2 little children. I have been alone by myself in another place with nothing, counting $1, $2, $3, $4 to go to the supermarket and buy meat for my sons. Yes, I have been in there. I have been cleaning toilets. Yes. With the doctoral program complete. Yes. It doesn't matter. We have been going through. I was in the street with 2 houses on my name one day. Yes. We have been going through many, many funny things. Right? So that's why we need to. It is all of these moments that you have been going through. Those are the moments that make you strong and understand and have compassion. And what you have in your mind, and I know I say the same all the time, right? Those treasures that you have in your heart that make you stronger, and make you better leaders. Okay, but you have to believe it. Even if you don't believe it, you can. Yes, I am capable. I can do it. Yes. If your brain will believe it. Just keep doing. Even if you don't think so. I was dreaming with teaching all my life. I teach since I'm a girl. I teach. In my country, and I think you have some experience with that. People don't know how to write. And well, I don't know if you have it, but in my country, let's say my country, right? Some people, we have a high level of people that doesn't know how to write. Now it's decreasing, but still, right? People don't know how to write. I used to teach the people how to write when I was 7 years, whatever, teaching people, all people, how to write. I love to teach. And I never think on my life that I will be teaching in a North American school in English, right? So, but, don't block your mind. Set example in your own behavior of appreciation for diversity. Appreciate the diversity of others. See these good things they have. Be observant. Observe yourself because you have many treasures, many things to provide. And also, as soon as you see in yourself, you can see in others. Because if you see that in others, that means that you have it. Encourage respect for individual difference. Those are what I'm seeing here on the screen, and I'm telling you, it's how we can manage diversity, promoting the inclusion. I think, again, compassion for others. It's very important. And as everything, if you are too compulsive and you forget about other things, then we have a problem, right? Because you forget about yourself. And then at the end, you are frustrated, you are tired, you're destroyed, and you are dead because we didn't balance. So understand different values, belief, and tradition. Some of you are in the middle of a process. Some of you are fasting. Some of you right now are in your energy. Its levels are weak now because you have been going through a long time fasting, right? So compassion, understanding others. That's one of the reasons that made me to not forget to record the class, for example, because I'm thinking that maybe you have to be going, doing this, preparing this, and making the people ready because you have to leave, because everybody have to go pray, etc., etc., etc. So, compassion. Encourage and support others who promote tolerance of diversity. And all of these things that you see on the screen, advice. They are advice for you and me to make it better, right? To be a better leaders, how to deal with the difference. This is something good to say. Like Larissa, when we started, when she was talking, I said, Larissa won't stop to help anybody. She won't stop. She want to help, and it's in her nature. And she's worried about all of the people in this class. And that's what she is asking, because she don't need translation, nothing. But she's worried about the others. So this is compassion. So here's some advice. If you have advice for us or some techniques, strategies, maybe some mistakes that you made before, say it or write it on the chat. One word is good. More than one word is good too. And discourage of the use of a stereotype. One of the questions that you will have in this week is about that. So you can take pictures. What is that? Putting labels to people. Oh, because this person looks like that, they're going to behave like that. Or because this person talks like that, it's going to be like that. Oh, because this person have this religion, it's going to be like that. So putting labels to people. So I know we will put labels. We will put labels automatically, but the thing is that we have to be aware of the labels that we put and say, okay, try to change the label and make it neutral, right? Neutral. So that's it. That's everything here. Oh my goodness, so quickly. I thought I'm going to stay forever. Do you have some stories, some things that you would like to share? I tell to you before, for example, and you will understand this well, I think. But you know, we make in my little shop, we make craft. I tell you, right? So we make craft, and some craft are regarding certain seasons in the year, and some families don't celebrate that. Okay, so some things we have to make, to be aware, so to serve the customer better, right? Because if I'm making something and maybe the children see something that is not, I don't know how to explain it, but I know you understand me. So respect those difference with the customers that you have, because I'm going to stop recording because it's not necessary all of this, but to record all of this. But now we are done with the lesson 13, and I'm going to stop the recording for a moment. 1, 2, 3, stop recording.